time for your monthly forecast with me, JFO, the Astro Therapist. August 22nd at 7:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun left the sign of Leo and went into the next sign in the zodiac cycle, which is Virgo. Virgo is the sign of the worker and the purist. And so for the next month, it's all about being of service, finding simplicity, focusing on our health, getting back into our daily routines, and of course, facing all of those details that we let go this summer. No wonder September is back to school month. The sun will be in Virgo until September 22nd at 4:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. From now till then, a couple of things are going to be happening. For one, on August 23rd, Mercury will go into Virgo. What does this mean? Well, the sun's in Virgo, right? It just went into Virgo, so the sun is life force. The sun puts a spotlight on anything that it's in, right? So there's obviously a theme of Virgo going on. We were just in a theme of Leo, and it's kind of leaving that fun, all that fun and play, and it's going into the worker energy, get back to work energy, which is Virgo. But Mercury is going there too. So not only are we going to have a spotlight on Virgo, but we're going to have a lot of communication about Virgo. Sometimes Virgos can be very critical, analytical, detail-oriented. And this critical energy, if you will, this realist energy sometimes can come off really rude. And they can be very judgmental and can come off brash and like insensitive, basically, right? So with Virgo and Mercury, we might see our communication going in this direction with people. People might be very brash and very critical, and we might feel super sensitive to this energy. So just watch out for that. Another thing to take note of is this weekend, the 23rd, 24th, 25th of August, we're going to be feeling that harsh T-square that we've been kind of feeling for the last year or two, and a lot of astrologers have been talking about it, and I know it doesn't really make that much sense if you don't understand astrology, but I really want to break it down for you before I explain what this weekend's going to bring. So how it works is, in astrology, there's different ways to break down the signs, right? We know this. But one way to break down the signs is the qualities. The qualities are cardinal energy, mutable energy, and fixed energy. And there's 4 signs for each category because there's 12 signs, right? So when you have cardinal energy, let's say the 4 cardinal signs, if you will, there's 2 signs opposing each other. So it's like a T, right? And then there's all these other signs squaring each other. What does that mean? It means that it makes a 90-degree angle instead of a 180 line across the circle, okay? So we have had this huge T-square going on. Now, it's not always making aspects to each other. As the planets move in its cycle, they change degrees, they slowly will aspect each other as the year goes on, right? So what are these planets? We have Pluto in Capricorn, which is the Earth cardinal, and then we have Jupiter in Cancer, which is the water cardinal. Okay, so those are opposing each other. Jupiter right now and Pluto are opposing each other. There's abundance with emotional creativity and energy and leadership and control, but then there's like this real breakdown of our practical ways of building things, like our money and our structures, and we can kind of see this in government right now, right? And then there's the other line of the T, which is Uranus in Aries and Venus in Libra, like this, okay? And so we have the planet of Uranus is a kind of planet of like, you know, unpredictable, break free, innovation. It's good. It's a good planet, but it's very unpredictable, and it's in a very aggressive sign. Aries, which is the fire cardinal. Libra, which is the air cardinal. Right now, Venus is there. And Venus is all about balance and beauty and harmony, and that's what Libra is, right? Libra is actually ruled by Venus. Venus is ruled by Libra. So it's a great, beautiful placement. But again, there's opposing and squaring going on with this T. And what does that mean? Opposition is just kind of like, I want to go this way. Well, I want to go this way. Oh my God, I love you because you balance me out, but I want to go this way. You want to go this way. It's like love, hate. Whereas Squaring is just like, you suck. That's basically what it is. It's like, you suck. You want to do exactly what I want to do. You want to control the situation, but you're so freaking practical with it, and I am so fiery and blunt. That's basically what's going on with these planets, okay? So we're going to be feeling this extremely, extremely a lot in the next month. There's about 2 or 3 times it happens, but it's one of them is this weekend because the moon's going to go into Aries, which is where Uranus is. And the moon's going to go there, and it's going to just add more emotion to this T-square. So really watch out this weekend how power struggles, control kind of are happening and going on in your life, and how you're trying to find this harmonious Venus Libra, and you keep finding this aggressive Aries getting in your way. On September 27th, Mars is going to go into Leo, which is so great. Mars was just in Cancer. It was also caught in that little T-square, if you will, because it was hanging out with Jupiter in Cancer. And now it's going into Leo. So it's going to kind of like soften the T-square a little bit, which is good. So after all that craziness in the past weekend, it's going to soften it a little by leaving that T-square because it was adding extra aggression. That's what Mars does. But it's going to go into Leo. So the cool thing about that is we're leaving this Leo energy behind, right? The sun's going out of Leo. The fun is done. Summer's over. But Mars is in Leo. So there's still that undertone of fun. It's like we still want to hang on for dear life with this entertainment sign. And, Mars really knows how to make things happen. Mars is the aggressive planet, goes for it. So we're going to start feeling just a drive to bring back that fun. Also, Mars is the sexual planet, if you will, and Leo is the romancer, right? So that's a good mix. Maybe you should go on a date on the 27th. Another cool thing is that we've got Labor Day weekend. Okay, now, first of all, we have Moon going into Cancer on the 31st. So the beginning of it, more T-square. Extra emotions. We're going to feel maybe really emotional and moody. Maybe it's just the stress of all the family in town and the Labor Day plans, and because Cancer is a sign of home and family, so maybe you're hosting in your home and you're stressed, or maybe there's family in town, or you're just feeling extra moody, or maybe there's an abundant emotion. Maybe there's a good emotion. I don't know, but you're going to be feeling this strong T-square again, charge up. And then on Labor Day, the moon is going into Leo. How cool is that? So the moon's going to be in Leo, bringing back that fun for that Labor Day weekend, and it's going to hang out with Mars. So there's definitely going to be a lot of entertainment and fun on Labor Day. I'm so glad you had fun on Labor Day because on September 5th, it is time for more Virgo. Yes, the new moon in Virgo. What is a new moon? A new moon happens every month. Moon cycles take 28 days, so 1 month for the cycle, whereas the sun takes a whole year. It's our calendar, right? So it's another new moon. It's a time to create newness in your life. It's a time to decide what next step am I going to take. And the new moon is always in the same sign as the sun. So Virgo and Virgo. So the theme for this new moon is really health and facing reality, facing the details, getting back to a daily routine, getting back to our work, our service in this world, giving of service, and also finding simplicity and organization in our lives. We may feel some anxiety. We may feel an extra feeling of anxiety because Virgo brings anxiety, let me tell you, because they focus all on the real world and all that stuff. It's not the cushiony, dreamy land of Pisces, which is the opposite of Virgo. It's real reality, basically. So, this new moon really depends where it is falling in your personal chart and your horoscope chart for your sun sign, but it's a great time to find simplicity in your life. On September 9th, Mercury is going to go into Libra. Now, Mercury, like I said, went into Virgo on the 23rd of August, so it really wasn't there that long, which is great. And Libra is a sign of balance and harmony, and right now Venus is there. And it's going to leave, but it's still there for a little bit. So it's going to hang out with Venus. It's going to be in Libra. We're going to really want to focus on more harmonious communication. So all that critical communication we just had in Virgo, we're going to maybe like patch things up with this Libra communication. We're really going to want to find harmony, justice, and fairness. It's also about balance and fashion. Okay, so we might want to like start getting out there and buying some clothes. And Libra is the sign of fall because when the sun goes into Libra at the end of September, it's a new season. It's fall. So we might want to go get some fall clothes, hang out with some friends, talk, talk, talk. Another thing that Libra does, though, they do gossip, so there might be extra gossiping, and they're indecisive. So we might just be talking about our decisions. I don't know if I want to do this or should I do this. We might be very vocal about our indecision, if you will. On September 11th, which we know is a very powerful day, Venus is going to go into Scorpio, and it kind of is very in alignment with the theme of that day. Scorpio is one of the water signs. It's all about emotion, and it's the social water sign. It's about having intimacy and connection with others on a deep, deep level, on a deep, deep emotional level. It's also the sign of death and transformation, and learning how to embrace loss, embrace just never knowing when things are going to slip away, right? So Scorpio is really about purging any kind of holding on we're doing and attaching that we're doing. It's the psychologist of the zodiac. So Venus is going to go into there. Venus was just in Libra, and it was bringing this really fun, peaceful, harmonious feeling. Now it's going to go into Scorpio, and it's going to bring kind of like a really deep sense of I need to connect with people, like the passions that I have and the values that I have and the beauty that I bring needs to be deep and real and meaningful, right? So we might feel a shift into some deep emotions there with that. Another thing to note is Saturn right now, which is the planet of responsibility, is in Scorpio too. So eventually those planets will line up, Venus in Scorpio and Saturn in Scorpio. Again, it's going to create even more of an intense desire to get serious about our emotions, get serious about our emotional connections with others, and also about our psychological issues, if you will. September 19th is the full moon. Full moon in Pisces. The new moon's the same sign as the sun. The full moon is the opposite sign of the sun. Pisces, Virgo. Pisces is the dreamer. They want to see, they believe in the unbelievable. They're unconditional in their love, but then they get stepped on and walked on and they're the victim. Whereas Virgo is like, I don't care what you think. I'm facing the reality. I'm telling it like it is. But they have anxiety because they're so focused on, the reality, and they can sometimes be a little mean, if you will. So the sun is kind of thinking to itself, let's face reality. But the full moon is like, no, what is the dream? What is the dream? So whatever we kind of started in the new moon on the 5th is going to culminate to this full moon because it's the culmination point, the ending point of the cycle of the moon. So really, really see what starts on the 5th and ends on the 19th. That's a big cycle right there. Another big thing is that it's going to go into Aries that day. Hello, moon in Aries, triggering that T-square again. I hate this T-square. This T-square is so insane, it's going to trigger it again. So we're going to feel it on the 19th and the 20th. I really want to make this clear. Full moon, extra T-square with this moon in Aries, these T-square planets making aspects with each other, and then one of the planets of the T-square, Pluto in Capricorn, which, by the way, has been there since 2008, won't leave there until 2023, the longest position ever, and I believe it's the most annoying matching. Capricorn with Pluto. Pluto is like death transformation. Capricorn is like physical, logical, practical structures and financial structures. And I mean, that's why our government's like falling apart, right? Anyway, Pluto in Capricorn is going to go direct on the 20th. Okay? It's been retrograde. It's been going backwards. Now it's going to go direct. It's going to have more action to it. So you mix these three components together, this full moon, then the moon in Aries with the T-square, and then one of the components of the T-square, Pluto, going direct. We're going to be feeling it, folks. Feeling it. Thank you so much for watching my Sun Sign Astro video series. I will have videos for you every month, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel and tell all your friends. I am also going to be doing horoscopes on my blog, and I will be posting those on Facebook, so definitely follow the Astro Therapist on Facebook, Astro Therapy, and please follow me on Tumblr. That's where I'm going to be posting a lot of my horoscopes, but I'll also have that on Facebook for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to know how all of this is going to affect your life personally, please contact me for a birth chart reading. I have very affordable rates right now. So affordable to basically tell you everything with your soul. I mean, I'm telling you what's happening with your soul journey and your spiritual path. And it's so cheap and it's so worth it because you can feel more aware and more guided with what's going on in your life. You might be thinking, oh my God, I suck because I can't get this part of my life in order. Meanwhile, Capricorn's there and it's messing it up royally, right? And you just think it's you, but it's the cycle, okay? And it's there for a reason. It's helping you for a reason. So it's really important to see this spiritual x-ray, if you will, and I am here to guide you and help you with that and translate these weird lines and circles and patterns and things into real meaning for your life. Thanks, everyone. Bye.